Hand me that microphone. All right, three, two. There's three. One right there,
Good evening. Please rise, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for the pledge, which will be led by your class president, Ahmed Shai, followed by the national anthem performed by the FHS choir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We worked on it, tweaked it. I have trouble talking through it. I don't know.
There's Sarah. My God, Sonia, I'm gonna cry.
Full speed! Stop it, guys!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Good evening, parents, students, and staff. I would like to welcome our guests today. First of all, I want to introduce our school board president, Ms. Mary Plechakoff, Vice President Hussein Berry, Trustee Mary Lane, Trustee Roxanne McDonald, Trustee Adil Mazip. Our Superintendent, Dr. Maleko, Shannon Peterson, Executive Director of Student Achievement, Thomas Wall, Executive Director of Business Services, Michael Rangels, Director of Business Services, Mr. Rob Cederlin, HR Director, Mark Andrew, Director of Transportation, Mr. Dan Patterson, Director of Assessment, Mr. David Mustonen, Director of Communication, Mr. Grazicki, Director of Trades and Labor, Mr. Asali, Director of Special Education, Dr. Roller Gates, Director of Special Education, and Lila Amen, our District Parent Liaison. I also want to welcome our assistant principals, Mr. Abdulhadi, Ms. Abdulbaki, Mr. Birch, and Mr. Mustafa. The counselors are here, Ms. Mohedli, Ms. Nasser, Ms. Tynan, Ms. Kostowski, Ms. Mifson, Ms. DeCullough, and our graduation specialist, Mr. Abu Hassan and Mr. Bruce. Now I want to acknowledge all the administrators and teachers from our feeder schools. Please rise so we can thank you. Congratulations, class of 2019. We are so proud of you. As a school district, we pride ourselves on students being first. We hope we have inspired you and provided you with a college and career-ready education. Today, we celebrate you and your accomplishments and wish you the best of success. Once again, congratulations, class of 2019. Now, Dr. Hamani, Department Chair of our Foreign Language, will do our welcome in Arabic.
ضيوفنا الأفاضل، السادة أولياء الأمور الكرام، زملاء المعلمين والمعلمات، الحضور الكريم، طلابنا المحترمون، يشرفني أن أعاود اللقاء بكم في مثل هذه اللحظات المميزة والمؤثرة كي أعبر عن سعادة ممزوجة بشيء من الحزن لأننا نودع معكم 4 سنوات خلت. إنه فرح لأنكم وضعتم أنفسكم على طريق التفوق. إنها بهجة يشوبها الأسى لأنكم تغادروننا وهذا الصرح النموذجي العلمي الرائد. طلابنا الأعزاء، إن قائمة الشكر طويلة، لكننا في ثانوية فوردسون إدارة ومعلمين وعاملين ممتنون لأوليائكم الكرام. إن لهم فضل لا يوازيه فضل، لأنهم حرصوا على أن يوصلوكم إلى أول درب من دروب الأمان. أبنائي الخريجون، أوصيكم بالمحافظة على رفاقكم الطلبة الذين واكبوا مسيرتكم العلمية خلال السنوات الماضية. أوصيكم بالاعتماد على النفس لا على الغير. أوصيكم بالصبر وبالاستفادة من خبرة الآخرين، كما وأوصيكم بالامتنان لمدرستكم فوردسون قولاً وفعلاً. مبروك ودمتم.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to call up our superintendent, Dr. Maleko, to say a few words.
Thank you, Ms. Alcadre. Good evening, tractors. This is an exciting time of year filled with celebrations. And of course, it's always a pleasure to be here for our graduation ceremony. I want to thank our board trustees and all the cabinet members on stage and all the administrators that support you. It takes many hours of planning and many hours of hard work to make the commencement program run as smoothly as it does each and every year. I want to thank Principal Alcadre and her entire team for all their efforts to make this a great event and a huge success. Along with the high school teachers, there are several principals and teachers, as mentioned, here this evening from the middle schools and elementary schools that our graduates attended. I want to acknowledge and thank them for making it possible for these students to be here tonight. They have given so much of their time and their talents to provide these students with a quality education. Thank you for your commitment to your profession, your passion for teaching, and the positive impact you have had on the lives of these students. Well, seniors, here we are. All of the reports, projects, and papers have been graded. All of the tests have been taken, and all of your classes completed. It seems that you are ready to graduate. Well, not so fast. Your good old superintendent has one more assignment for you to complete, one more lesson to learn, one more opportunity to prepare for life after high school. The good news is that we are going to take care of this assignment right here, right now. Students, for this assignment, I want all of you to take out your phones. What did you, please do it. Everyone take out your phone. What did you expect? You all know I'm very active on social media, and students are always asking me to take a photo with our students' first sign, along with canceling school, of course. So go ahead, get those phones out. Most of you probably have them out anyway. I know you're texting friends about plans for tonight, checking the latest trending tweet, or just figuring out which filter will look best on your next Snapchat photo. If any parents or staff want to join along for this lesson, please feel free to take out your phones as well. All right, students, have your phone in hand. I'm not joking here, I'm serious. This is a real assignment and I will be grading you. So let's get those phones ready. First, I'd like you to take that phone and point it straight up in the air, high, over your head, and take a photo of the sky. Our beautiful Michigan sky. Now, if you are on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or maybe even Facebook still, I want you to tag this photo, hashtag sky's the limit. My backup was going to be gray sky, but since it's beautiful weather today, we're good with the blue. The sky's the limit, and you are about to enter into a whole new experience in your life. You may be off to college, joining the military, working on developing a skill, or even moving right into the workforce. It doesn't matter where you are headed. The experiences that lie ahead will be different than your last 13 years, but the possibilities that lie ahead will be endless. There will be obstacles. There will be doubters. There will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits. This quote comes from Michael Phelps, winner of 23 Olympic gold medals and 28 medals overall. There will be obstacles to overcome. Some may be no fault of your own, but don't let those obstacles keep you from reaching your full potential. We live in a country that offers many opportunities, and our history is filled with stories of those who have overcome adversity, broken barriers, and set new standards. Be part of that, and always remember, the sky's the limit. All right, part 2. Trade phones with someone sitting next to you. It can be the person next to you, look at, I'm doing it too, behind you, anyone close by, and have them take a photo of whatever they would like. Don't be shy, trade phones. Have them take a photo. Look at, I did, with Miss Peterson here. I want you to hashtag this photo, take chances. For many of you, it may have been difficult to hand your phone over to someone you may not know all that well. You may have been a little nervous, not knowing what they were going to take a picture of. Throughout life, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone now and then and explore new places, learn new ideas, and be willing to take a chance. The only real constant in the world is that everything is always changing. Be open to that change and be willing to take a risk. It's easy to stay in our comfort zone, surround ourselves with those who think like us, act like us, and always agree with us. But real growth only happens when we step away from that comfort zone and challenge ourselves to learn new ideas, understand different behaviors, and engage in constructive debate. All right, you can give the phones back to the original owner. Everyone should now have their own phone. I would like you to point that phone straight down at the ground. This is part 3. Take a picture of the ground with the hashtag stay grounded. Take a picture. Go ahead, really do it. I'm doing it. The ground. And I want the hashtag when you post it to say stay grounded. Honesty, integrity, responsibility, respect for self and others, and citizenship. These are the core values we have taught you in school. More importantly, your family has taught you their core values, gave you a set of morals, and helped you to understand what is important in life. Yes, I did tell you to take chances and not be afraid of taking a risk, but never compromise your morals and values when taking those chances. Don't let greed, envy, revenge be the motivation for taking those risks. Stay grounded and don't discredit your character in order to achieve your goals. In the end, no amount of physical items will ever be as valuable as the character you have built and values you stand for. Even Dumbledore tells a young Harry Potter, it's our choices, Harry, that show us who we truly are, far more than our abilities. All right, part 4. This is an easy part of the assignment. Point that phone at the crowd gathered here today. Take that photo Hashtag never forget family. Post it with that hashtag. You are here today because someone cared about you. Yes, your parents, your grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, or older siblings were there for you, supported you, and showed you the love they had for you. Don't ever forget that your success is the result of someone who took the time to make you important in their life. If your path takes you to a new city, a new state, or even a new country, don't let the physical distance define the emotional distance between you, your family, and your friends. Share that support and love with others. Pay it forward as you move forward in life. Take time to care, to support a cause, or just simply be there for someone. All right. The final part of today's assignment, of course, selfie. Take that phone, turn it around, and take a selfie. I'm going to do it as well. Hashtag this, I am the future. One of my favorite authors, Dr. Seuss, writes in his classic book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. We have provided you with your education. Your family has given you the love and support. The opportunities are endless. But what comes next in your life is up to you. You have the freedom to choose the direction you are headed, but you also have the responsibility to make that happen. The direction you travel may be similar to those around you, but each of you will move in a very unique path. As said in the children's book, giraffes can't dance. We all can dance, he said, if we find the music that we love. Find that music that you love. Pursue your interests, your passion and talents and abilities that are within will shine. This is a great day to celebrate. But what makes this celebration more enjoyable are the memories and experience that got us to this point. The friends we made, the laughs and the tears are all part of the experience that contributes to the joy of reaching that goal. Don't get too caught up in reaching the final destination without enjoying the trip along the way. It's the journey that requires the most planning and work, but it also provides the most experiences and accomplishments. Remember, you don't need to change the entire world. Just make your part of the world a better place for all. If everyone had that goal, the entire world would be a better place. That's it. Lesson complete. Your formal education here in Dearborn Schools is done, but the knowledge to be gained through your life experiences is just beginning. Don't underestimate the value of the education that life has to offer. You have the ability and the skills needed to complete the assignments, the tests, and the challenges ahead. You will not always be correct, but in your mistakes, your failures, there is still opportunity for learning and growth. Commit to family and friends and trust, and those you trust, as they will be there to help you through the rough times and celebrate the good times. I look forward to hearing all about the future success of the class of 2019. Congratulations, students. Very proud of you all.
Thank you, Dr. Maleko. Next, I'd like to call up Trustee Adam Mazif to say a few words.
Good evening. You will have to excuse me because I've been fighting the flu for a few days. Distinguished guests, parents, teachers and staff and friends, and most importantly, graduates, good evening. My name is Adam Mozub, and on behalf of the Board of Education trustees, I welcome you to the class of 2019 Fordson Commencement. I have taken a lot of time to reflect at my time at Fordson. And here I am 15 years later addressing the Fordson class of 2019. And for the sake of staying popular, I'll keep my remarks very short and straight to the point. I imagine myself 15 years ago sitting in the same seat that you're in right now, thinking, wow, I did it. I graduated from the respected Fordson High School and marking a new chapter in my life by becoming a college student. Or hopefully you're not saying to yourself, gosh, I can't believe the Warriors are losing to the Raptors. Or maybe you might be saying, what I'm gonna watch after the Game of Thrones is over right now. In all seriousness, the emotions that you are feeling right now will not be repeated. Even with your future graduations, whether it's an associate's, bachelor's, or even doctor's, nothing will redeem this moment. So my fellow tractors, take it all in. Enjoy the moment. Raise your head high. You are becoming now one of the graduates and joining a century of graduates who walked out of Fordson gates, graduating with its diploma. At both ends of Hall B, now famously known as Brem Hall, there's a huge banner that asks you, all 632 of you, what's your legacy? So let's have a look on your future. For some of you, being a first-generation college student like myself is always challenging, but I'll tell you, it's a huge opportunity. An opportunity to write history. And some of you came to Fordson as immigrants and not knowing what future will hold for you. And here you are, on the road to acquire your higher education. Some of you had made future plans to attend universities after leaving this magnificent place. So whether you're going to a four-year university or a community college or serving our country in the military, please remember that you will be still a representative of this great school and that you will be carrying this torch, fleur de lis, with you everywhere you go. For those who haven't decided where to go, I'll tell you a great place to go, Henry Ford College. The most that you may get from a university is a flyer or an email. Don't expect people to come and ask you to be admitted to their college. It's no longer high school where parents will be looking out for you. Now it's all on you. It's your decision. So if you haven't decided, visit Henry Ford College and look at nation-leading programs that will prepare you for your bachelor's degree. There are two major advantages of attending Henry Ford. One, that you're paying far less than what you pay at a university. And second, that you won't lose any ounce of quality that you would acquire at a nearby university. The fact of the matter is, your education will not stop here, but rather you will accelerate even more to gain your education credentials, which will help you attain life goals. As Malcolm X said, education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. I'm hoping that you'll come back to Fordson and to your Dearborn community in the near future, and to give back and to continue building on the legacy tradition that we have built here. In closing, I'd like the class of 2019 to stand, please. All of you, please. And I want you to be looking at both sides of the stands. You will always be successful when you have these people around you, your parents, your guardians, your uncles, your aunts, your teachers, your staffs, coaches, your principal. Please give them a round of applause. So in the time of adversity, you will have the right people to lean on. Continue to be resilient, and you will conquer what's next. Please sit down. I'd like to also say, realize that there are more quests for you out there, more sunsets for you to ride into, and always, always remember to write your own legacy. Now, if you can excuse me for 1 minute, I'd like to make in less than a minute, I'd like to say a few remarks in Arabic language to the parents. الأمهات الكريمات والآباء الموقرون جميعا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بالنيابة عني وعن جميع أعضاء المجلس التربوي في مدينتنا. أود أن أهنئكم بحلول العيد الفطر المبارك، أعاده الله علينا باليمن والخير والبركات. أود أن أشكركم جزيل الشكر على ائتمانكم لأولادكم في ثانوية فوردسون هاي سكول، ونتمنى أن قد نالت استحسانكم وثقتكم الدائمة. نبارك لكم في هذا اليوم المشهود لتكملوا المشوار في الخطوات القادمة، فالتعليم لا يتوقف هنا في الثانوية، فلمواكبة القرن ال21 ولضمان حياة كريمة لأولادنا عليهم التسلح بالتعليم العالي والجامعي بدرجة البكالوريوس والماجستير وحتى الدكتوراه. كما تعلمون أن أسمى مبادئ الحياة هو التعليم، فغالباً كلما كان الإنسان متعلماً كان آلة للخير والعطاء. رجائي لا تستعجلوا على أبنائكم في العمل، أن تصبروا عليهم 4 سنوات أو 6 سنوات أخرى لكي يكملوا دراساتهم العليا، فكما صبرتم طيلة 12 سنة الماضية فلكم القليل، وتكونوا فخورون أكثر بإنجازاتهم التي سوف تكون من إنجازاتكم أيضاً. إذا لم يلتحقوا أولادكم بعد بالجامعة فما زال هناك الوقت للالتحاق، وأفضل مكان هو كلية هنري فورد، والتي تقدم عديد من البرامج الرائعة مع جودة التعليم. أبارك لكم مرة أخرى تخرج أولادكم، هذا يوم للفرحة والبهجة والسرور، وفقكم الله لما يحب ويرضى، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you so much. Have a great summer. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you. Next, your class president will address you, Ahmed Shaikh.
Good evening, staff, parents, esteemed guests, and the class of 2019. Imam Ali alayhi salam once said, "Honor your family, for which they are the wings with which you fly and the hands with which you fight. They are the home that you will always return to." Our home was found 4 years ago, the day we entered high school. Some adapted to this new home very quickly, others not so much. For the past 4 years, we've shared countless hours together, trying to figure out who we truly are. We made friends who later became family. We gathered together, hands high in the air, showing our Fordson pride at Fordson football games. We danced the night away at prom with people we never believed we'd dance with. We even invented our own language that redefined so many words. We faced adversity every step of the way, especially in being such a minority school. To the outside world, we are looked at very differently compared to others. At the end of the day, we are one family, one unit that is ready to take on anything, whatever the future has in store for us. Go out and explore what the world is about and learn. Expand your wings, but never forget where you came from. Give back to the community that held you and made you what you are today, because without it, we'd be nothing. Dig deep into yourself and follow what your passion is. This will help you reach a new state of understanding, which will be used to excel in the future. I see too many people fall victim to pressure to lifelong professions that they truly do not want to enter. In the end, follow your dreams and put in all your effort to make it true. Don't try to shape yourself to fit into someone else's shoes. Your dreams and your intentions are for you and for you only. Thank you, class of 2019, for all you've done for me. I will never forget my amazing years that I spent with my newfound family. Thank you all.
Thank you. Next, your senior speaker, Sanat Beydoun, will address you.
Welcome, parents, staff, and class of 2019. Throughout senior year, I've taken a lot of time to reflect on all my years in school. In doing so, I realized there is one question that has trailed behind us. What do you want to be when you grow up? In elementary school, we are asked to draw pictures of what our dream jobs are in the future. As we all hold broken Crayola crayons, I look around my table to see what my peers are drawing. The boy to my left is drawing an astronaut with a red flag on the moon, while the girl to my right is drawing herself in a big pink gown and a yellow tiara. I begin to think of my idol, Hannah Montana, and pick up the purple crayon to draw myself holding a guitar, wearing blue sneakers and yellow hair. I am a rock star. Fast forward a few years later to middle school. Our language arts teacher is going over a rubric for an essay on where we see ourselves in 10 years. Tuning out the boy in the back, going on about how he will become a lawyer, just like his father, I managed to write a somewhat believable paper in a matter of 5 minutes on my dreams of becoming a nurse, and no one can convince me otherwise. And now in high school, we get caught up in football games and prom, or trying to squeeze in that last project to get an A. We forget to think about our real futures. Here we are today, only instead of drawing pictures and writing essays, we are being asked to make our final decision on which path in life we would like to take. So my answer now, I have no idea. And the truth is, none of us know where the next few years are going to take us. And let me tell you, choosing one path is certainly not easy. But of all the different paths we'll be going on, there is one we all have in common. We are all on our way to finding ourselves. So take these next few years to learn from your mistakes and use them to become the best rock stars and astronauts you can be. Be open-minded to new opportunities and adventures, but most importantly, be a friend to all, and you will find yourself on the path made just for you. Before we take our last walk here as Fordson seniors, I would like to leave you all with a quote by my favorite author, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own now, you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. Thank you to everyone that has made a positive impact on our journeys here. And I would also like to thank my family who are currently holding fat heads of my senior headshot at the moment. And thank you for everyone to encouraging us to be our very best. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you. Next, Mr. Abdul Hadi will introduce our class of 2019 salutatorian.
Good evening, graduates, parents, staff, and honored guests. Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak to all of you observing. I have the honor of introducing this year's salutatorian, Muhammad Mahdi Ghandour, an inspiring, dedicated, intelligent individual who knows that the secret of success is simply this: hard work. His parents, Hassan and Fatmi Ghandour, immigrated from South Lebanon when his father was only 18 years old and all alone. Muhammad credits his parents for the values and relentless work ethic that drives him each day. While Muhammad's father worked daunting hours to provide for his family, his mother was a homemaker who lovingly raised 5 beautiful children known as the MG5. Their names were Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Hussein, Muhammad Bakr, Muhammad Mahdi. Your parents like the Prophet alayhi salam? And of course, MG5 Maryam. The first MG is a doctor. MG2 is currently attending medical school. MG3 will be going to dental school. And our current MG, number 4, Muhammad Mahdi, is a Brem Scholar recipient who has been accepted to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor Ross School of Business. For the last 13 years, Gandour has been walking the halls of Fordson. A special time has truly come to an end. Well, at least for now. We're expecting Miriam in a few years. Mr. and Mrs. Gandour, wherever you are, I salute you and commend you on a wonderful job. Our salutatorian started his schooling at Becker's Elementary and soon went on to Laurie, where he took advanced classes. Upon entering Fordson, he had a strong academic background as a result of his hard work in middle school. He has spent 4 years on the varsity tennis team as captain for 2 of those years. During his career at Fordson High School, Hamad Mahdi joined numerous clubs, including National Honor Society, Joyful Hearts Foundation, and the Arab Student Union. At the University of Michigan, Hamad Mahdi hopes to complete his BBA in the field of marketing or finance and obtain an MBA degree there as well. He's a leader in our school and a role model for all the younger kids. Hamad says he plans to give back to the community and to all the people who helped him achieve what he thought would be impossible. This is just one more example of Hamad Mahdi's dedication and drive. Hamad has always believed that every journey begins with one single step, and of course, patience. Well, let me tell you, MG4, you have been patient, you have worked hard, and today is the first step in a journey sure to be bright, adventurous, and beneficial to all those who encounter you. Please help me congratulate the 2019 Salutatorian with an out-of-this-world GPA of 4.5365, Mahdi Gandour. Congratulations. That's all right. We'll get it in there. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Ms. Abdelbaki will introduce the class of 2019 valedictorian.
Good evening, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to everybody who celebrates. Congratulations to all of our seniors for reaching this academic milestone. I'll definitely miss seeing all of you and working with all of you. And yes, no more remind texts from me anymore. I am delighted to introduce Fordson High School's valedictorian today. This student's work ethic is the epitome. The student's work ethic is the epitome of hard work and dedication. His journey started with the support of his loving parents, Ali and Abir, who immigrated from Lebanon back in 1982. They raised our wonderful valedictorian along with his 3 sisters, Zainab and Fatmi, who were both former tractors, and his youngest sister, Miriam, who will start as a freshman at Fordson next year. So Miriam, wherever you are, welcome to the tractor family. Our valedictorian skipped 4th grade and went straight to the 5th grade because his teachers and his principal at McCullough Eunice, who used to be Miss Al-Qadri at the time, realized that he needed to be challenged. Fast forwarding to high school, this student was a national AP scholar in his junior year. He took a total of 15 AP exams, which he passed with flying colors. Get this, he also self-taught himself for 3 AP exams in which he never took classes for and got the highest scores. He also has earned close to a perfect score on the national SAT test. He was very active in numerous clubs and activities in the school and the district. He served as the Key Club District Secretary, Diversity Committee Co-Chair, a member of the National Honor Society, a member of the Superintendent Student Advisory Committee, and these are just to name a few so we can get going here. Furthermore, this student found time to join sports such as track and tennis, and he was also the captain of the swim team. And if you read the Dearborn Press and Guide, he had a really great article about his statistics. He was offered the Brahms Scholarship by the University of University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, but he decided instead to attend Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania, which is an Ivy League school. He plans to earn a dual degree in finance and applied chemistry. He ultimately wants to become a surgeon, and we have no doubt that he will reach his goal. With an overall GPA of 4.5417, it is my extreme pleasure and honor to introduce our 2019 valedictorian, Hassan Hamoud.
Thank you. We will now recognize the cords. Students with a gold cord have earned the highest honor, 3.8 and above in 7 semesters. Students with a gold cord, please rise. Okay. Students, you can be seated. Students with a blue and white cord have earned high honors with a GPA of 3.5 to 3.79 in 7 semesters. Students with a blue and white cord, please rise. Thank you. Students with a silver cord have earned honors GPA of 3.0 to 3.49 in 7 semesters. Students with a silver cord, please rise. Okay. Students with a green and white cord have scored proficient on all parts of the MSTIP assessment. Students with a green and white cord, please rise. Students with a dark blue and green cord are part of the Henry Ford Collegiate Academy. Please rise. Students who are part of the National Honor Society, please rise. Students have earned the seal of biliteracy, please rise. The Michael Berry Honors Cord is given to honor students in the career and technical education programs at the Michael Berry Career Center. Students that have received that cord, please rise. Students who are part of the Dearborn Center for Math, Science, and Technology, DCMST, please rise. Thank you. We now begin with the presentation of the diplomas. I first want to honor a student, Elzabir Asufi, who passed away tragically a year ago. He was due to graduate this year, and we want to present his family with an honorary diploma. First, let's remember him with a moment of silence. At this time, I would like to call up his brother, Hamza El-Sufi, who is also graduating this year, to accept his diploma on his behalf.
Congratulations. I'm so sorry for your loss. We're going to get ready for the...
Our counselors will now read the names of their graduates. We will start with the counselees for Ms. Mahedley and Ms. Peterson. I'd like to now invite the board members to join me to pass out diplomas. Okay? We're going to bring it down here.